Nous continuons avec le prochain intervenant, M. David Fletcher, également de la Coalition verte. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. President and members of Council. Might seem a bit redundant, the nature of my question, but I'd like to repeat it anyway and address it to the Mayor. Mr. Mayor, this year you will assume a very important leadership role in Nagoya towards protecting a significant share of urban biodiversity globally. Montrealers will be proud of their city's contribution, but only if the job of protection at home is truly being realized and being realized during this very important year, the International Year of Biodiversity. To this end, secure dedicated funding must accompany a natural spaces policy that remains in force, a policy that we're being given indications. We were given indications last Wednesday at the Commission hearings by Monsieur Pierre Bouchard, is going to be on some sort of an indefinite hold during a period of reflection. As well, we take note again, and I take note again of the fact that there's no specific item in the budget spreadsheet spelling out the $12 million for each of the next 3 years that you promised in the text of the budget. And I just would like to ask that you please reassure the Green Coalition that the line item will be amended or addended in some way to reflect the promise that's been made. We feel that this is officially where note will be taken of what's in the budget by the people voting today, and we think it's an important change to be made in this document. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fletcher. Mr. Mayor.
Good morning, David. I want to be very clear on this. There was a moratorium for a period of 10 years, and the agglomeration or the Montreal urban community did not make the acquisition of green spaces. We're the only administration that has clearly indicated that we want to achieve higher results. That's why we invested $12 million. Per year, $36 million. I never made a promise that I would invest an additional $12 million. On the contrary, when we had a meeting, it was very clear that we had $21 million to improve parks. As a result of our meeting and our reflection, we've decided to clearly indicate in the budget that we will invest at $12 million for 3 years. You have to have confidence. It's not a one-way street. It's a two-way street. You have the commitment of my administration that over the next 3 years we'll invest $12 million. So it's not by coming and asking. You have it. Be happy, and let's work together to make sure that we make the acquisitions.
Merci, Monsieur le Maire. Mr. Fletcher, you're entitled to a second question if you have one.
Yes, and I'll make it tight and based
in relation, of course, with the first one.
Okay, yes.
Go ahead.
Just again, no time can be wasted. This is the International Year of Biodiversity, and so that Montrealers will see real progress at home prior to Nagoya in this International Year. Please, can we be assured that there's not going to be a hiatus, there's not going to be a period in which no action is taken while this review is ongoing? Can we be assured that during the review there will be continued action to protect natural spaces?
Thank you, Mr. Fletcher. Mr. Mayor.
There will always be continued action to protect green spaces. Let's work together and do it as soon as possible. You have our commitment.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Fletcher.